Hey guys, it's February 8th, 2022. I have been living with dystonia since 2017. If you've seen any of my older videos, you'll know that I had my onset approximately March 2017, but the onset to where it just didn't go away was November 2017. I believe it was November 13th. I was in the hospital for like 3 days. So a lot's gone on. I've been back to work. I wasn't working for like a couple of years, and then I went back to work January of last year. So I've been back in a professional capacity in social work for 13 months. I work with a population that's special needs, and I find that really interesting. I'm case management. I do like psychosocial assessments and personal development of like person-centered type plans and things like that. I find that the dystonia, my last video, I was talking about how it's a lot better in the severity and the duration. However, I believe it was, I want to say December. I think it was in December. I missed like 3 days of work. I got the symptoms that were occurring then was the kind of like the burst of the mini seizure type activity and the spasmodic dysphonia, I think is what it's called. It's where basically my vocal box and everything is contracting to the point to where I can't speak. I mean, I can, but it's really, really hard to understand what I'm saying, and also stuttering and repeating and the memory issues. The thing is, I'm not sure. I know that my original diagnosis was generalized dystonia, functional movement disorder, but I'm not really sure that's what's going on. I've been to the rheumatologist twice in the past 2 years. The same one. They keep sending me to the same. They keep referring me to the same rheumatologist. I had a positive ANA titer test that was indicative of lupus. So they sent me to the rheumatologist. She says she didn't have my lab tests forwarded to her. And then the second time, after I waited for months to get into her, the second time I waited for months to get into her again. This time she had my lab test and she said that the number wasn't elevated enough. Where my primary care physician was just like, no, it's definitely something's wrong. And then the last neurologist I saw, sorry, I got an itch. The last neurologist I saw was like, yeah, you definitely have something attacking or dysfunctional in your central nervous system. So whether it be dystonia or lupus or whatever, it hasn't been a fun last few months. There's a few things going on that I think is triggering the symptoms again. I'm not sleeping very well. Sleep is a big, big thing. But I'm having a lot of insomnia where I'm completely exhausted. Like right now, I feel like I could go to sleep, but when I go to lay down, I just lay there and I can't seem to go to sleep. And you're like, oh, well, take something to help you sleep. Well, I have Flexeril that doesn't help, and I don't really like taking it very often. I tend to have weird dreams when I take the Flexeril. I do use marijuana usually at night. I'm out of that right now. However, even with the cart, I was vaping it. The cart that I had, it was a really strong indica strain. Even with that, I was still up for almost 24 hours. So I'm definitely having some insomnia issues. I think it's related to whatever the central nervous issue I have is. The ticks, I'm having ticks more often, and I think another trigger besides the not sleeping is stress. So I work, like I said, I'm very happy that I'm back to work. I like having the income. But I'm back to being really stressed out. I'm struggling with my weight again. I'm struggling with my diet. And it's all related to the stress. It's getting to the point that my husband and I have started discussing me not working again. Um, just because we're both worried that it's going to get to the point that I'm going to be down and not able to function for a few months or something again. I'm hoping that doesn't happen because I do enjoy, I get my significance from helping others. Um, whether that be in social work, teaching, just general, just helping. I like to see people smile. I like to see people taken care of. Uh, so I don't think I'm going to do very well if I stop working after I spent so much time getting myself ready to enter the workforce again. I don't know. So I haven't been back to the doctor since last February. It's been a year since I've been to a doctor for anything significant. I think I've said before that I've just kind of lost trust and confidence in the medical field. It just seems like every time I go and they see the videos and they do the blood tests, either I'm not having a flare up or whatever, I'm not having symptoms at the time that I see them. So it's just like kind of written off. They don't believe me. I don't know. I know the medical field is really, I mean, it's black and white. I mean, it's either there's evidence or there's not. And with the blood test, it shows that there's something going on. I just don't know if it is dystonia anymore. I mean, I do have all the symptoms of generalized dystonia. I do have the tics, the movements that all go, maybe a few months with not really any big symptoms, and all of a sudden I'll have like a burst of symptoms that either last, an hour or last a few days. This last episode, which I think it was in December, it lasted a few days. So I haven't been feeling good for 2 days now. Nausea, just malaise kind of feeling. I kind of feel a little depressed. I'm having a lot of anxiety. Don't really know why. There's not like a triggering event other than I think whatever this disorder is that I do have, or I think that it's actually causing the mental health issues. Because it seems to go hand in hand, if that makes sense. I'm not getting depressed first, or I'm not feeling anxious first. That seems to be secondary to the symptoms. So I don't know if if you can see my ears are starting to get red. Excuse my face. I've had a long day. I don't really see too much of the rash right now. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. And I don't get on here that often very much anymore. So symptoms. I will often get red-tipped ears. I will break out in a rash all along my chest and my neck. I have makeup on, so you can't really see, but I will get like splotchy redness up my face. I will feel like you can physically feel it happening. My heart, the beats get really rapid and very like strong to where you can visibly see my chest move. And my husband has felt it. I wore a heart monitor think it was last March or April. I had to wear one for a whole month. That was awful. Broke out from it and everything, from all the sticky pads, but I had to wear it for a whole month, 24 hours a day. And when the time was up, I had to pack it up in the box it came with and send it back. It was doctor ordered. I never even heard back from my doctor about the results of that. So I don't know. My blood pressure will go up really high. I'm now on a blood pressure medication. I've been on it for a year now. Since I was having blood pressure issues last year and the heart issues and everything else. They don't know really why I have high blood pressure, like, because other than whatever this is going on, I mean, I'm healthy. I don't know if I could say I'm healthy, actually. I have like rheumatism and hypermobile, HEDS, hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I don't know, maybe the stuff I got going on goes hand in hand with that, but like I don't see a doctor for the Ehlers-Danlos because I was going to the University of Iowa for their genetics clinic for that, and they stopped doing the program, and they sent me a letter that my primary care physician can treat the symptoms of Ehlers-Danlos, because that's all it is you just treat the symptoms as they come. So I don't know, that could be it. I know that my knees, for the past week, my knees have been popping. They've been, I'm going to say it wrong. Okay, sound is a trigger. I don't know, maybe I should stop the video. I'm starting to have too many tics now because of the sound of the word. I'm going to try to keep going. We're at 12 minutes. Anyway, maybe it's related to the Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Okay. So it's still happening. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna go and try to okay, I paused it because it got really bad. I'm gonna end the video. You can see I'm still struggling. So I don't know. I hope if you're watching this and you're having symptoms, that you have better luck. Okay, I paused it again. Isn't that nice that we can do that? If you're having symptoms, I hope you have better luck getting treatment, or figuring out what that's causing the issues. And now the yawning starts. If you've seen my other videos, it's pretty common. It's typical. I'll have the issues, and then the yawning starts, and then I basically pass out. So I'm gonna go now. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Sorry it's 15 minutes long, but I will try to get on here more often. Just work keeps me really busy. So bye guys, and thanks for watching and supporting those with movement disorders and diagnosed issues. Okay. Have a good night.